would be
32.
Nope, 34.
Told you.
Plus another 2 would be 36.
So now, does Merrick get hit as well, or is he out of it?
Are you an
It's centered back.
Centered here.
Are you an
So
evocation wizard?
I am an evocation wizard,
He's
so it doesn't matter. I
He's
have
spell
spell
checker.
sculpting.
Yeah.
Describe your fireball as it engulfs these.
Alright, so as I was saying, Perry was freaking out at one point, right? Kind of suppressed him with his robe, so he throws out his magic missiles, which for some reason kind of spins this hippogriff around. Right after that, he reaches back and he catches his hand on fire, and he comes and he shoots this freaking fireball right at the whole group of them. It basically goes right up this dog's asshole, this hippogriff's asshole, almost like it's Taco fucking Tuesday up in here.
Right.
Then it just immediately incinerates the birds, and their lightning feathers just go up in flames, and I'm going to go ahead and move away from everybody and get out of the situation, and immediately start complaining that, my God, I'm bleeding and my robes are ripped! And that's going to end my turn.
Excellent. So the last hawk comes up upon Court Tenless, and he takes a chunk right out of your shoulder. It takes 3 points of damage from you.
Court responds with a. He turns around and pulls back, and he's standing over the body of Larch. Once again, he uses the Wand of Magic Missile. He casts that. 9 points of damage, force damage.
And that blasts the hawk against the wall, and it literally just dissipates.
Very quickly, I turn back around, and when I spin around, I take a dramatic knee, right? And I throw a hand out, and on the shoulder of Larch, I cast Cure Light Wounds for 6 healing.
Very good. Larch is conscious now.
Mm-hmm.
He was alive, but he was unconscious. But he is conscious now. Where the acolyte was, the only thing that you can find, because it really shows no evidence or signs of his presence or his method of escape. All that's left is like some talc powder and a pendant made of solid silver. It is in the shape of gusts of wind. You have solved my tower puzzle.
Nice. I would like to make an Arcana check on the pendant.
All right, go ahead.
It's going to give me a 22.
Nothing special about the pendant.
Merrick?
Merrick's gonna walk over back by the stairs and post up.
I'd like to join. I'd like to get Larch up on his feet.
Okay.
He's still bound, right?
He is bound, but it's just rope. It's not
Okay.
chains or anything.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
I keep him bound, right? And I get him up on his feet, and he's probably disheveled, like clothes are all ripped up and all that shit.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I'd like to go ahead and cast Mending, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
Start mending his clothes, and I say, Mr. Blotter, you're next, and I'll be able to mend that wound also.
Excellent.
So I want Larch to look no worse for wear, and like to get him up, even though he's bound, get him up and tell him that we are here to help him. But for what just happened, he's staying in the ropes right now. And I want to make sure that Mr. Blotter here, Perry, if you will, I'm worried about it, because Perry's clothes are fucked up. Perry, you have to come here. You have to come here.
Perry kind of waves you off. Now, God damn it. He takes an Indian seat style, basically, on the ground, immediately reaches into his backpack, we'll say, pulls out a book and his pen, starts writing stuff down, puts it down for a second, puts his hand on his clothes and casts the cantrip Mending, heals his robes back up. That's better. Opens back up the book, and what he's doing is he's writing down a very detailed description of the cleric we've seen up here, so I don't lose anything to memory.
Okay. Really, the only thing you can seem to recall about him is that he was an acolyte of Talos.
He was a human, what color hair, that kind of thing.
Black hair, brown eyes, no facial hair. He was really very nondescript, almost as if on purpose.
Ooh, shit.
Well, this is a failure on my part. I haven't chosen a background now because I wanted to play the character a little bit first and see how he rolled. I definitely want to take the artistry type of background. So what I would like to do with that then is try to draw a detailed picture of him
I think
from
that's
my
a
memory.
great background.
Yeah.
Great background for you.
And you know what? Absolutely, I will allow that.
Figure with the maps and everything else, it makes sense that I'm
Yes,
skilled
it
in.
does.
Cartography.
Okay,
But I'm still bleeding.
Yeah, right? I know. Well, it's great because the way we're going to close this fucker down is going to be beautiful. My intention here, immediately, is I know Merrick's guarding the door or the ladder down. Larch is not going to fucking get away. He sits down Indian style, starts writing, says, "I'm still bleeding, you know," and I walk over. I see him do the mending for, what are you wearing?
Just a really, like I said, a very loose fitting, almost looks too big for
Harry,
you.
Harry Potter graduation
very,
robe?
Very sparkly blue, dark blue robe. Very flashy. It's like silky kind of material, yeah.
That makes sense for an artist.
Sure. Anyway, I go over and I put my hand on Mr. Blotter's shoulder as he's sitting, and I cast a Cure Light Wounds to heal his wounds up to where they need to be. Since we could be at a short rest, at this point, I can throw an extra D6 on top of it if I have to roll. How many are you down?
I'm down 11.
I can do that in 2 actions.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
We will just narratively say that you heal him fully.
Okay. And then I use prestidigitation on his cloak, where the cloak pin brooch would be. I use prestidigitation and I make it some kind of arcane honorary symbol from his school, like a merit badge kind of thing, like a "I'm proud of you, son."
Yeah, that'll last for an hour.
Yeah. Remember what you did here today, and I do that for him. Merrick, and I give Merrick a nod.
Merrick's kind of just looking down, kind of looking a little depressed.
Don't worry.
Didn't even get warmed up. Puts the sword away over his shoulder.
I'm sure with the information that we've ascertained over this evening, gentlemen, your blade will be put to its test.
I hope. It's starting to get a little rusty.
Now, what I propose we do is we've already taken Beth
Yep.
back to Mistress Saja's... Betty. Beth, I hear you. Yeah, I can't do it. Anyway. She went back to the noble lady, and we take the brother back to the cloak guy, if we can find him. Caw-caw!
He finds you.
Does he?
He
Okay.
does. You start walking back to where you saw him last, and he kind of meets you right before you get to the tavern, and he says, "You found him, and he's alive. Thank you so much."
And he doesn't look any worse for wear, because I mended his shit and all that.
Absolutely.
We've taken good care of your brother.
As promised, gentlemen. And he hands you a sack of gold.
He hands it to who?
He hands it to you.
I don't touch that motherfucker. I just stand there and look at him. I just expect someone else to probably
Okay.
take care of that.
Here he grabs it, puts it into, or Perry, there we go. Perry grabs the sack and puts it into his backpack immediately. Pulls out the contract that he had signed, lights his hand on fire, and burns it.
This never happened, good cloakmaster.
Very well.
And unless anybody cares, I would like to go ahead and, since we're controlling the conversation, not curtly, just professionally, walk past him and head back down to the Saj estate so we can go fucking gloat with her. Nobody got fucking killed at all,
Yeah, we should see the fruits of sending Betty back
That's
to her
what
as
I'm
well.
saying, right? We won on every side,
Absolutely.
which is playing the game. That's what Court does. So, and he's
Well, you
surrounded
did
by a
kill-
great team to do that with.
Technically, you guys did kill 4 of her brothers.
But there was 2. Actually, there was 2 that were still alive downstairs, right?
Now, those are just regular guards.
Mm.
The guys upstairs,
Those were
Were
the
her
city
brothers?
watch guards that left
Okay.
with Larch, right?
right, they were her brothers. They were just in the guard. They weren't actually city
Okay.
watch.
Okay.
Whoops.
Well,
didn't kill them, they
we
killed
don't know
themselves.
that.
Right.
So, we're going to go back to Aja, and once again, my tongue flickers, and
The silver tongue of Tinless.
we need to roll to see how many times she blows the party.
That would be 0.
They're going to 0 on my D4.
And he does have a
All
staff
right.
of charmed person.
That's right, man. I got command.
Merrick knows how to take care of that problem. He pulls her eye out and...
Oh, shit.
Shit just got real.
So we got to play both sides. I got to be a little bit evil. You got to show your
ability to miss.
your brawn-like actions, yes, and fucking Perry shines. So, yeah, what fun, man! What fun! And then, of course, Court takes all of the info that he has, and on both the cloaks and the Aja house or Saj house,
Yep.
and I give it to my Zentarum contact, which is the Zentarum ghettos that they have here. But yeah, you get the idea here, man.
Yep.
Thus another day in Flan. Court Tinless shines in Flan.
All right, now somebody got to say something super fucking cool so we can end the recording.
Super fucking cool.
Something super fucking cool. Get it right. Duh.
I'm just gonna end it.
Oh shit, it's over? Well, tune in next time for more wild and zany antics by these idiots. See you next time.
And here's how to contact us.
Follow us on Twitter at FPOD Podcast.
Like us at Facebook at 4 Players 1 Dungeon.
Hey guys, it's Bo. Contact us at fpodplays@gmail.com.
We'll see you next week on 4 Players 1 Dungeon.
This has been an FPOD podcast production. If you didn't enjoy this episode, it's probably your own fucking fault.